Oh, there it is. Hello, hello. Hi, everybody.
Hey, hey, y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch and to Gail's Southern Living. Miss Gail is going to be here with me today, and we're going to be talking about some wonderful things today. I'm really, really excited. Hello, Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. That's Miss Heather, if I'm correct.
Yes, Heather. Hello, Heather.
I'm going to
I'm
get your
not going to
name.
be able to see the chat because I'm on my phone.
I'm going to write your name down so I don't forget to go check out your channel later on this week. I try to hit everybody that comes through the live, um, and I'm trying to hit all my members' videos up so during the week so that I don't feel like I'm leaving them out.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
try to
something.
pick one day a week to do that. Just watch video. I'll go and watch one, and then I'll put one or two more in the watch later list, and I'll run that at night. I've been running people's channels because I have a group text, and in the group text, we have been talking about who needs watch hours and stuff like that. So we exchange that information in a private text.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool group.
Yep. We need to be more interactive with one another. I think that's just my opinion because I think when we kick off these open collaborations and challenges, if we could be more interactive with one another, it would be great. Hey, Woman Outdoors, that's
Yeah.
LB. Hadn't seen you in a minute.
I
I know.
have a brand new collaboration I'm going to talk about today that has to do with being interactive with each other as well. So when we talk about that, I'll announce it here.
Awesome. I can't
So
wait. We're going to be doing some things. I'm going to be kicking off March 1st. I am actually going to be doing at least 3 open collaborations a week, not just my channel, but somebody else's channel. So we're
yeah.
going to try to rotate those throughout the year, these year-long open collaborations. So I'm excited about that. We got Awkward Quilter GA in the house. And we've LB is asking for prayer. So we are going to stop real quick and we're going to pray for LB and her mother. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with that. And we'll also pray for Gail's mother at the same time. Hey, Life
Mother,
in Piedmont, welcome in.
my mother-in-law, her first name is Kathy.
Okay, let me write that down so I don't forget. Kathy and LB. And we've got Life in the Piedmont. Let me write that down real quick and then we'll stop and pray.
Hi, Tina.
I know names, but a lot of times I forget to say the name.
Yeah, I
And
try.
Dolores.
You know, in the chat, sometimes I say their name and sometimes I say their channel name. It just depends.
Yeah. Okay, let's pray real quick. First, Father, we just thank you for this day. We thank you for the opportunity to be able to talk to our friends through this media called YouTube. We're going to lift up Kathy and Kathy, who's Gail's mother-in-law, and LB's mother, Dolores, and we just ask you to touch them, Father, in a mighty way. You know the needs. We don't have to know the needs. So I thank you, Father, first and foremost, that we can do this openly. We're still a free nation that we can pray openly. Thank you for the friends that are coming through the live today, Father. Bless each and every one of them. If any of them do not know Jesus, Father, let this be the day. We're going to give you all honor and glory through this live, Father. It belongs to you. In Jesus' name, amen.
I'm going to give my cat a treat and see if I can get him to stop whining. Hold on just a second.
Oh, you know what? I got to
What?
walk away for a moment, but I'll let you do it, and then you come back, and my dog is pacing. I forgot to open the door for her. And I don't even know where our cat is. I forgot to lock the cat up too, so I'll have to open and close the door. Isn't that funny? Not prepared, you know. While we're waiting for Gail to come back, I'm going to give you a quote that The importance of gathering with the seasons extends far beyond food. The practice provides profound transformational lessons, ones of connecting and remembrance and intuition. So go ahead, Gail, and I'll be right back, y'all. I promise.
Yeah, I had to let my cat out Bright. He's an indoor-outdoor cat, and he was whining. I was like, he either wants a snack or he wants outside. So the cry had to mean one or the other. Occasionally, they'll cry if they run out of water down there. I was like, I have three things. So he started walking toward the front door, so I figured that meant he wanted out. So I let him out for a little while. Yeah, just out running errands today. I did a homeless ministry haul this morning. Picked up like some Kleenex and some bar soap. Dollar Tree has the Jergens bar soap that's like 3 bars for $1.25. And then some hand sanitizer in 3 different sizes of Ziploc bags. And they had some cookies on sale for 50 cents each. So I picked up 4 boxes of those for the ministry. So anyway, my mom's been talking about the fact that her Dollar Tree stores in Abilene don't have the 3 packs of the Jergens. So she's telling me she wants some. So I texted her this morning and I was like, okay, how many packages of the bar soap do you want? Because I'll just go back to Dollar Tree and grab what you need. Because there was probably about 10 or 12 left in there. But yeah.
Hey, Yorktown. And Corky's Tea Time. And I hope I didn't miss anybody else. Let me see if I missed anybody else, Gail. I'm sorry I'm interrupting you.
No,
and Helena.
Okay. I was just filling in the time talking about my ministry haul that I got. I have it sitting on the counter because I was thinking about, doing a little ministry haul just to show some of the things I bought. My mother-in-law donated some bandages. So I thought I would make little small first aid kits for the homeless. So I picked up some of those kid scissors that come 2 to a pack at Dollar Tree. I picked up 3 packs of those, so that'll be 6. So I'm going to make up 6 first aid kits. It's going to have the bandage, the scissors, Band-Aids, and alcohol wipes, and I might think of something else to put in there too. But I don't do that every time, but I thought I would this time because she had donated those bandages. And of course, I'm going to keep some for myself. And I thought about making ours up in a gallon size bag and putting one in each of the vehicles.
That would be that'd be really good. Welcome in, Ann Haynes. I think you're new here, but you may be one of Gail's friends.
Yeah, she's a new friend of mine that I found. Sometimes I go digging around in people's comment section to see if I could find new people. So there's a little tip for you on ways to find new people. Like if you go to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, one of her videos, look to see if there's any of her friends that you're not friends with, and go comment on a couple of their videos. And then when you get done with their videos, then look in their comment section. And I call it like, it's kind of like round robin. You're going from one to the other and I do that occasionally. And that's how I try to grow my channel, is by doing that. So I found Ann through somebody.
Yeah. And on my lives, you can drop the word Hillbilly and your link will pop up and then you can make friends that way. We're all about connecting and growing channels here.
Yep. I know she's a fairly small channel, I think, but maybe not. I mean, I don't know. I found some small ones and I found some ones in the thousands and some in the 2000s, but yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to keep my 3K this year. We'll see if it happens. Hopefully by December.
Well, I'm headed towards the 1,500, so I'm excited about that. I'm getting very, very close to that. I think we all came out about the same time. We just grow at different rates, and that's okay.
Yeah. I try very hard not to compare myself to other people, and it's really hard because there's some channels that they were small and I was shouting them out and they've blown up like 2-3 times my size, some even more than that.
And some of them never shout you out
treat them like I always did and not treat them like they're a rock star or anything. They just did something along the way that helped them. I don't know what it was. Sometimes it's just a personality thing. my own cup of tea and my own brand of Kool-Aid. You know, some people like me, some people don't. So it's just one
Well,
of those things.
a lot of times we shout them out and they never once mention us ever. And,
Yeah.
they don't pay
Yeah.
back the favor.
Yeah,
But,
I actually have some small gardening channels, and they're all women, new starting out gardening channels. I have that shout out going on today. Some channels, when I was doing my little round robin, I found, some gardening channels like, man, these channels are so like hidden somewhere, but they're really good. They all have really good content. So they're
yeah,
going to get a surprise shout out today. Those
well, that's
4
awesome. I'll have
channels.
to check that out.
Yeah. I
I
love
do.
finding new channels that are just starting out. I mean, I love helping people.
Yeah.
If there's one thing you could say about me is I will help anybody. That's why I have so many phone numbers, because I've mentored channels. I've answered questions. If I know how to do it, I'll help you. If I don't know, I can't help you. But if I know, I'll help you with it. I just don't always know the answer, but I do my best.
Hey,
Some
Smoky
things I
Mountain.
get really easy and some things are really hard for me. The only reason I have not bought set up on my channel is because Devil Dog helped me. That's the only
Right.
reason I even have it on my main channel.
Yeah, Devil Dog is great. I want to do a shout out to everybody that came through our live last week and all of our current memberships. But I want to also welcome in Smoky Mountain Bless. That's Miss Joy. They have several channels, her and Donnie, and they are also some of my moderators. And I always appreciate my moderators as well. Rudy Araheta, Jamie's Country Living, Life in the Piedmont Homestead, Creative Beauty, Butterfly, Helena M., The Bud Files, Fairbrick Studio, 49 more, Scratch and Pete, Smoky Mountain Nature, AR Patriot Nation, Smoky Mountain Blessed, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, Our Treasured Home, Storyteller Donnie, Christy Betts, Alfonso Simmental, Maritza's Yarn and Crafts, Butler Family Farm, Nana M., Wilma 2U1, Carlene Vasseur, Home Bartending with John, Andy's Journey, KP Heathern, and then my memberships are Triple Threat Firearms and Defense, Lucretia TV, McKay 235, Roadkill Gaming Jory, Home Bartending with John, Deb Somerville, Sheila Gage, Center Hill Cards, Yorktown, The Bud Files, Katie's Kitchen, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, Maritza's Yarn and Crafts, Canadian Family Life, Blackberry Rock Homestead, Helena M., Garden State So-and-So, Fairbrick Studio, Hardneck Farms, Bio Sugar Garden, Marketplace Boutique, Organized Confusion, Christine, Mrs. Gillum Farms, and y'all, I have placed those in my community tab. So if you want to go check out those channels, you can. That's the way I'm going to be doing it from here on out. So I don't have a list of people running through my lives every week. Hey, Scratch and Pete, welcome in. And I'm going to give it back over to you and let you go ahead and finish talking about what you've got going on and what we're going to be doing.
Talking about do you want me to talk about collabs, or are you talking about something else?
Whatever you want to talk about.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a brand new collab that I'm just going to start for March 1st. And it's going to be like a community thing, not just, but anyway, what it is hashtag garden club, let me start over, hashtag garden tour club. What it is everyone who does people that want to join this will send me an email to galsouthernliving@yahoo.com. You will put out your own video garden tour, weekly, bi-monthly, or monthly. I will add it to a playlist, one per week, of course, and I will be I will be picking a video out of those and drawing for a winner once a month. I'm going to do that from March through August. And it's just a way to support your channel. So if you send me an email, you're saying you're going to do a video and you're going to support others. So you're joining the Garden Tour Club. So basically we do garden tours all summer. Lots of us do it. I thought it'd be a great way to support the gardening community. And all the videos will be on a playlist. You can catch up. You can run it while you're sleeping. You can run it during the day while you're doing your errands. Run by and hit like or make a little short comment once in a while or whatever. Just thought it would be a cool way to support the gardening community. You will use the hashtag, tag my channel so I can add you to the playlist. Let's see what else. Yeah, and add the playlist itself, the garden tour playlist, to the top of your description box on your video that you're entering into that. So what do you think about that idea?
I like that idea. And this one is from March to August.
March to August. Mm-hmm.
And you need to email Gail if you want in on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't just
at yahoo.com.
So you don't just put out a video. You have to email Gail to get in on it.
Yep.
It is a community collaboration. Hashtag Garden Tour Club. You can post a video weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. And you're going to do a once a month giveaway. Was that correct?
Yep. The first giveaway I'm going to do, I don't know how well March is going to do. So depending on how many videos I get, March and April might be together, just depending on how many videos I get, because I kind of want it to be a certain amount. Then I'll just put all those names of the channels that joined into a hat right here at my house, pull it out, pick out a random video, and do the YouTube random comment picker. So the first month I do it, I'm going to do a $25 Amazon card because I found one in a drawer the other day when I was digging around for stamps. But if I have any friends out there who want to donate for a different month, you can send me an email and let me know.
Okay. Well, you can count me in on that one, Gail.
Okay.
I will be in on that. I may forget to email you though, but just know that I will be. Because I've already started.
I'll remember that and I'll email you and ask you what month you want to do. I'm not sure how many people are going to be going in March. So I might actually be drawing March and April together. But after that, I know they'll be coming, but I don't know. I did a poll on my channel to see what month everybody starts. Some people start in March, some people start in June. So the goal is to have about 30 videos. Well, technically, if some people did it once a week, there'd be more than that in there, really. Because say you did 4 in a month, there'd be 4 of your videos, 4 of my videos, and but there's some that are only going to do it bi-monthly, and some that are going to do it monthly.
I'll probably have to do it once a month. I'll have to do it once a month because I've got so many other collaboration videos that I'm going to be putting out.
Yeah, that's cool. So I thought it'd be a cool way to kind of support the community. Because I kind of moved from cooking into gardening, for the spring, summer, I move into gardening. Now, if I have a recipe I want to do, I'll still do it. But I kind of split my year half and half.
Right. She wants to have a garden, but tried bucket garden and failed twice. Bucket gardening is not easy. You have to have that soil just right.
In there.
Yeah.
This year I'm going to experiment and I'm going to try to grow a butternut squash in a 5-gallon bucket. Now I got those seeds from the Vineyard Chicks collaboration, and I'm going to do 2 in tires and I'm going to do 1 in a bucket, and I'm going to buy a couple more containers because I think they sent us 8 seeds. So I really want to plant all those seeds all in one row together, like everything's going to be all together. I already have my kidney beans up, my beets are up, and my Walla Walla onions are up. So doing good so far.
Very good. Very good. I've got my videos semi-planned out through June. Mm-hmm. I sat down one day. I said, I've got to do this. I haven't done it since I started. I just fly by the seat of my pants on videos. And I said, I need to sit down and have a schedule. So Tuesdays are what I've been doing. Yeah, Tuesdays are going to be Thrifty Thursday. I mean, like Thrifty Thursday. It's going to be Thrifty Tuesdays. I decided to put it on Tuesday because I know that Homestead Tessie does hers on Thursday, and I don't want to walk over somebody else's that I follow, So I decided, and I was doing it on Mondays, but I decided to do it on Tuesday. Monday will be a collaboration video. Thursday and Friday will be a collaboration video. I may be adding a short video in on Saturdays in place of the short that I normally release.
Yeah.
I've been trying to do shorts every day out of my old videos. I may cut back on that a little bit because I have such a full schedule now.
Yeah.
And yeah, the scheduling is so vitally important because you can go look, you say, I don't have anything for today. And you can go look and you say, oh yeah, I was supposed to do this. So that really does help. And then I have
Monday is my prime day of the week. So I pick whatever I'm the most excited about and I put that on Mondays.
Right.
Tuesday, I'm going to be doing garden tour, but it was an open day. Wednesdays, I try to do shout outs. I don't do them every week, but I try. Thursday is my upcoming collab video, and Fridays is kind of a free day. It's not my best day of the week, but I try to do my friend mails. Saturday and Sunday, I do not make myself do a video, but if I have something that's just a little baby thing, I'll just throw it on Saturday and Sunday. But those Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are not my best days. But if I get friend mail, I try to put that on Fridays. Friend mail Fridays.
Right. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my Thrifty Fun could have been on Friday, and I thought about that, Thrifty Fun Fridays, but then I said Thrifty Fun Tuesdays. It's just easier. Most people do not watch my videos on Friday. So whatever I put out on Friday is usually
my prime days of the week, Monday through Thursday.
Yeah, so Fridays, I'm hoping I can start drawing more people in with these open collaborations. And Monday and Thursday will probably be my videos, and then Friday will be somebody else's video that I'm showcasing, or some other collab that I'm showcasing. So the idea is we're going to create a group of people that want to be involved in the open collaborations and support one another by putting out weekly videos, and not necessarily the same open collaboration, but rotating them throughout the month. And if you can't do it once a week, you can do it 2 times a month or something like that, as long as you get somebody else's videos in there. And if you're interested in that, you can email me. I'll have to put it in the chat because I completely forgot to put it in the link. It's onetiggeroo1, the number 1 at gmail.com. And I'm just going to type that in here so that y'all can contact me. And I'm slow, y'all.
Basically just signing up to join at least 2 or more collaborations.
Yeah, and right now
for the month, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, and right now I'm dropping all the open collaborations of the people that are already involved in this so that y'all can find out. And if you have an open collaboration, now these are going to be for year-long collaborations. This is not going to be just a short stint collaboration. But the reason I want it a year long is because it's going to get your channel out there more. People are going to start catching on that these things are going on, and they're going to want to go watch the playlist. They're going to want to get involved. I'm already getting comments and things about the declutter challenge and the freezer clean out. Those are my 2 top ones. The cleaning hacks hasn't caught on as well, but that's okay. Not everybody
find a cleaning hack.
Yeah,
that was a little harder for me, but I'm going to try to come up with something.
Well, the cleaning hack.
Haven't I joined the other 2? I know I joined.
Yeah, I think you did.
Did I do the declutter too? I thought I did.
Yeah, I think you did. You did spice or something. No, you did freezer clean out, and then you did something else. I think you did.
Yeah. If not, though, I have a utility room back here, and I need to show you what it looks like before.
Yeah.
Hubby did a whole section back there, but there's a whole wall of shelves. So I'm going to show the shelves exactly the way they are. Okay. I'm going to be completely open. I'm going to show you exactly, because it is a hot mess. And then I'm going to wipe it all out, organize it all into shelves like chickens, gardening, paint, man tools. I don't know what all's out there.
Yeah, because I went looking for my tools for my garden, and I couldn't find not one. And I've got a buku of them.
I
And I'm
know,
like,
I
where are
know I got
the
at
tools?
least 3 spades and I keep losing them.
So, I told my husband, I said, we're going to go through not only inside, but we're going to be on the outside doing stuff. We got 2 storage containers out there that needs to be organized. I have no clue as to what's in them. I mean, literally, other than Christmas, I don't know what he's put in there. I
Yeah.
want to welcome in. I didn't get a chance to Storyteller Donnie and Christy Betts. So
Hello,
thank
hello.
y'all for coming in.
So I'm guessing you got me signed up for your group, your group
Yeah,
collaboration.
yeah, that's the email that I'm sending out. Um, Really and truly, I haven't thought it through as far as rules or anything like that. But basically, it's just to support the other channels so
Yeah,
we can get their
kind
name
of
out
goes
there.
along with my garden tour club. It's just meant to support the gardening community for like the one year I didn't do a weekly garden tour video. I started that last year. I did the whole entire summer up until the point of when things started to look bad. And then I was like, okay, I think we're kind of done. The beauty is gone. We're not photographing this anymore. So, but I've been working hard out in the garden and trying to get everything ready. And hubby had bought me some raised bed. Well, not bought me. Hubby brought home some shipping containers. He drilled holes in the bottom of both of those. I've been filling those up since like uh, late summer, early fall. And I got one of them done, but I'm going to wait and get some like 4 or 5 bags of potting soil for the other one because I'm so tired of lugging dirt from one side to the other.
Yeah,
So that's one thing I'm going to do.
are you putting old tree limbs and stuff in the bottom?
I did. I did that. I did some leaves. I did some shredded paper. Then once I get it up a little ways, I lug some dirt from the other side of the yard. I'm going to go ahead and add some manure and some bone meal.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to put my potting soil and kind of mix that up. And then I'm going to start planting.
Well, I got out there, was it yesterday? Day before yesterday, and I planted onion sets and did companion planting. And that's what I'm going to be doing this year. Now, my garden area is a mess, a hot mess, but we're supposed to be having help come to help me get the garden in, and then they're going to share in whatever we get out of the garden. So it's going to be a whole new setup because 3/4 of our yard is nothing but sandy dirt soil. You can't
That's why I
grow
built
anything in it.
containers and raised beds because
Yeah.
you get down a few inches, maybe 4 inches, and it's clay underneath there. So the other side of the yard, there's limbs there and some leaves were right there. And my husband, last year when he was mowing, he'd run over them, and then the chickens scratch in there looking for bugs and worms. So they leave their manure. So that area is, good soil. So that's what I've been using. But now that I have a little bit of money, I want to purchase some soil because my back and my neck and my shoulders are tired. I'm like, man, I'm so tired. I wish I had bought like a truckload of dirt. I don't even know where to begin to
We
look for
bought,
a
we
truckload of
actually
dirt. Where
bought,
do people even buy that from?
we bought 2 truckloads of dirt, and it didn't even make a dent in the area that we were going to do last year. And it was just a sandy. And then we ended up with some wild plant that I had never seen before growing over there. And come to find out, it's a very poisonous plant. So I told him, I said, no more soil, no more outside soil. You're going to have to build this up using hay or straw. Well, straw's better because it don't have the seeds. Chicken manure, horse manure, cow manure, whatever we can find. That's what we're going for. But if he gets it fenced off and does that. But I think he's decided he's going to move our chicken coops over. So we'll have some really fertile ground.
Yeah.
We may not be able to plant in it this year, but next year we will be able to plant there because
We
chicken
need to move
manure
our
needs to sit.
chicken coop, but it's in a very shaded area, and I really hate to move it because then I would be putting them in a spot that would be way too much sun. So I think we'll just have to end up leaving it there. But it's quite indented where they dug and did their little dust bath
Yeah.
spots and stuff like that.
Oh, they dug up all my cannas in the back. They ate the roots and everything. I have no cannas left. They actually ate everything in my garden for the last 2 years. I was so mad at my husband because he kept promising to put a fence up to keep them
We
out.
have a fence literally splitting our backyard in half.
That's what we're
Half
going to
of
be
the
doing.
yard, the more shaded side of the yard is the chicken half. So when we let them free range, they free range. We lock the gate in the middle. Then on the other side of the yard has one pecan tree, but the rest of it is good, prime spots for gardening. And of course, I have 4 in-ground raised beds and a lot of containers. And then I have one area I call the wild garden, and it's just those scallop edge that you would put around flowers or whatever. It's kind of almost a circle, and then I just keep throwing stuff in there. There's actually a chicken buried somewhere in there too, so I don't dig there. I just keep building it up.
Right.
There's certain
Well,
areas where I know a chicken is buried. I don't dig. I put dirt on top of it and plant. I don't go digging. I don't want to find anything I don't want to find.
I got a question down here. Joy, I've got containers. I don't really do raised bed gardening. I do containers. I've got old mineral buckets for the cattle that I'm using.
I
We've
think I
used
remember seeing your garden last year. You have some big containers.
we've got fire rings that we use, and then I have 2 bathtubs, old bathtubs in my front yard that are eyesore. And I told my husband, I said, you need to build a fence or something around this because it looks horrible from the road. But that's what we garden in. And a matter of fact, I need to get out there and see if I have any asparagus coming up because one of the beds is nothing but asparagus. Yeah, the ducks are digging. The ducks are cool because you can leave the ducks in your garden area as long as you don't have nightshades growing because nightshades are poisonous to them. So they'll clean up all the insects and stuff, and you don't have to worry about it. But my ducks wants to eat everything that's in sight. So I've got the wrong kind of ducks, I guess.
Yeah, they don't, my chickens don't get on that side of the gate at all unless by chance they fly over the top, which is pretty rare.
Yeah, I've got 3 or 4 that likes to fly over our fence. I told my husband one night we're going to have to just go in there and start clipping wings while they're roosting.
We pretty much, we live in a small city, so we're not overly, we're not country. But we have a really high fence, and we only really let them free range when we are out there with them.
Right.
I might occasionally run in and go to the bathroom or grab a drink and go back out there. I don't like sit there staring at them. Sometimes I'll be on the other side of the yard just, doing gardening and stuff.
Hey, Rudy, welcome in.
No, Rudy.
We're talking about gardening right now, but we are also talking about all these open collaborations. I was going to talk about the cleaning hacks. It does not have to be natural cleaners. It doesn't have to be homemade cleaners. If it's something that you use, that you clean with, that you find that is useful in your home, by all means include it. It can be indoors, outdoors. It can be anywhere. It can be your car. It can be a car motor for the guys,
Yeah, that kind of helps actually because I have a cleaner that I use, so I might try to put that in the video.
So I've got a few cleaners that I buy, but I try to go as organic as I can with everything because of my autoimmune stuff going on. So I'm doing a lot of homemade cleaners right now, but that doesn't mean that everybody else has to do that. So that should clarify that. I want everybody included. I don't want to just, have the homesteading community or the housekeeping community be in it. It could be guys cleaning tools.
Collab too. I've been wanting to. That's on my list of collabs I want to join. I also want to join Heather's from Milk and Honey Heritage Farm is having a hashtag hot and cold drink collab.
Yeah.
You make some kind of a drink like a smoothie or could be like a homemade lemonade or strawberry lemonade. Yeah.
Tina baked something for me.
All kinds of places with that. but I've been meaning to join that one too. And I had it down. I made one to test the recipe, but I didn't really like how it came out. So I was trying to make a pina colada smoothie, but it didn't come out the way I wanted. So I want to buy a couple more ingredients and try to do that drink again. So I do plan on joining hers. I need to make a list of the collabs that I want to join.
Yeah.
And that way I can try to get around to it. And I have basically I'll have Mondays and Fridays to do those. You know, if I don't have any friend mail. I mean, I don't get friend mail every week, so I know I have some friend mail coming. Let's see. I think Bushcraft Family is supposed to be sending me some kind of an herb. Susan, did you hear about the Vineyard Chicks collaboration that they're doing?
No.
It's called #SurvivalSeeds 2024. Basically, they send you 6 particular seeds. You plant them in your yard. You do a beginning, middle, and end video. You can do, but don't have to do, like what you're going to make out of that stuff, or a seed saving video. It's just, if you saved all those seeds, it would be, so if you email them, I think you can still get in on that collaboration. It's an open collaboration. I believe it's about 50 or 60 channels who have entered this collaboration. It is a monster. And it's like, they didn't know it was going to turn out to be that big. And a little side thing from that is Bushcraft Family is doing the herbs version of the survival seed thing. And it's like feverfew, hyssop, lemon balm, and oregano. So if you happen to have those at your house, you can enter the collaboration with the seeds you already have. I had lemon balm and oregano, so I asked for either feverfew or hyssop.
Cool.
So I'm going to join that one as well. And then another cool gardening collaboration is Grow Big TV is having like a challenge where I'm going to read it off of here. You can grow zucchini, and they're doing it by length. It's a Ford Hook or Black Beauty zucchini, watermelon radish, Detroit red beet, mammoth sunflowers, just any kind that you can buy from a store, Peter peppers, and Dr. Winch tomato. First prize on all 6 of those is $100, guys.
Wow.
Second and third prize is seeds.
That's
and that
Joe,
is
right?
Big TV with Joe and Courtney. So that is a monster thing too. I am joining the zucchini, the beets, because I was already growing it, and the mammoth sunflowers.
Awesome.
I'm joining half of them because I'm not going to go and specifically buy the seeds. I'm just doing 3 that I already had the seeds for, you know.
Welcome in.
I'm not even trying to win. I just like to challenge myself and join in collaborations, you know, just to join. Not that I'm going to turn the $100 down, but I don't ever assume I'm going to win anything, you know. I mean, I do sometimes win stuff, but not normally stuff where I'm competing with somebody else. That kind of stuff I do not win.
I want to welcome in Wilma to U1. I didn't get her in. And Elliot with AR Patriot 1776. He is actually one of my moderators and been around for a while. And y'all, we want to get his channel growing. He's been on YouTube for a while. So y'all please go by and check him out. And Elliot, please drop your link. Use the word Hillbilly so everybody can connect with you. He actually changed the name of his channel not too long ago. And Katadin Mountain Mama Homestead's in the house. Welcome in.
Hello, hello. And I know Robin with Katahdin Mountain Mama Homestead has about 2 or 3 different collaborations out as well. So Robin, if you want us to talk a little bit about your collab, if you'll put in the chat your 2 or 3 hashtags that you have, and we'll talk about those. I know you and her have one that are pretty similar, both like a declutter thing. So technically, you could do both of those at the same time.
Right. This is my YouTube video ideas book that I keep I do all my planning on and everything. And I also put a sheet in here with all the open collaborations that are year long that I know about. And that way I can keep up with them and I can rotate them throughout my weeks. So that's the plan there. A lot of great video collaborations going on right now. We need to all be involved.
One channel I know that has 3 open collaborations that are year long is Blackberry Rock Homestead / Luann's Kitchen. Has 3 different collaborations. One is hashtag Slow Cooker Palooza. I believe that would be both of her channels. Then she has hashtag Gelatin Pudding Recipes. I believe that's a Luann's Kitchen collaboration. And she has hashtag Back of Label Recipes. I believe that's also Luann's Kitchen. And it's basically anything you would find on the back of a can, a jar, a package, anything like that. Like I did one recipe. I used the recipe off of my cocoa powder and made homemade brownies. So those are her 3 collaborations that she
I wish I was as organized as you think I am. I'm getting there though, one day at a time. I'm getting there.
Did you email Luann with the Hillbilly? I'm trying to say your name. Luann with Blackberry Rock Homestead. Did you email her about your collaboration?
Yes, I did. I emailed her and Heather and you. Okay. So if anybody else wants to jump in on this, you need to send me an email and I'll get you on that.
Did both of them confirm yes on the collaboration?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So if you want to get in on all these open collaborations and rotate them throughout your month, throughout the year, you need to email me at onetigaroo1@gmail.com. I dropped it earlier in the chat. It's done past and I should have pinned it, but I didn't think about it. That way we can get you in a group message. So when you have a new open collaboration coming up or something that we can jump in on and help you with, and eventually after the open collaboration for this year goes away, we can continue this with other collaborations. I don't want to get overbound with collaborations because you can get overbound with them, but
you can. Yeah. I'm going to do this garden tour club for the summer. Then pretty much when it's about to end, I'll be starting Fall Fest. Yeah. So, because I usually put out the announcement video for Fall Fest in July. Then the videos actually start coming out in August. I'll put out the announcement of the collab in July, and then all the videos will come out in August, and then we usually draw in.
Katadine has a collaboration she just put up. I'm going to bring this up. It's called Rest Button Clean and Declutter 2024. We're already doing a declutter challenge 2024 and a cleaning hacks, but is this an open collaboration? You can put the information down in the description box below.
That's what I was talking about. Y'all both had a declutter one. Yeah. Technically, you can make a video and talk about both channels at the beginning and do both of them.
Yeah. So we could do both at the same time, but that's really a good thing to have. Let me write that one down real quick. Katadine. I'm writing on the back of my book here. Reset button. Clean and declutter.
Basically, the only collaboration I have out right now is hashtag Garden Tour Club. And it's basically people who make garden tour videos. If you want to join in the club, you'll put out a video weekly, bi-monthly, or monthly. Watch other people's videos, and I'll put all those in a playlist. And I'm going to try to be doing drawings every month. But I don't know how many I'm going to have join for March. I know I can start, I'm already planting, but I'm in Texas.
Right.
Other people can't plant until April, May, some even June. So it's like, whew. I did a little poll to see when people were planting, and I think March is actually the most common in my.
Yeah, well, March is iffy here where I'm at because we get a lot of rain.
Yeah.
April, we can get it. We still have a freeze date in April that we can get. So,
When's your last frost date?
well, I think we're past the last frost date, but we're having freezes this year that we shouldn't have. So the last freeze date is actually April, and I have it written down somewhere. But anyway, I put it in my video when I did the
It's
onion
March
tip.
1st through the 15th.
Yeah.
But I've already started planting because it's been so warm here. And, but if I have a lot of a seed, I'll kind of be rogue and plant a couple weeks early before the last frost date, just to see if I can get away with it.
Right.
Because that's me. I'll just try it. But if it's something I don't have a lot of seed for, I'll wait until, maybe like March 7th or something, or
Yeah.
March 15th.
Heather's
But
last frost date is April the 30th. And Wilma, to you, she says, I may not comment on the videos, but I really do watch while decluttering. That's good. It's a good deterrent. I want to encourage people. And that's why.
yeah, I do have on my list to declutter my utility room shelves. I'm just going to have to, somehow I'm going to have to pull a little bit extra lighting in that room just to make sure it's,
You know what I do?
light enough in there.
My phone has on my camera, my phone has a flashlight. So I hit the flashlight and that brightens the room
Video?
up. Yeah, it brightens the video up. A lot of people don't know about that. It's on an Android. If you have an Android
I didn't
phone,
know. Yeah, I have an Android too. Yeah, I'm going to go in there. I have these lights right here. They're just clear Christmas lights. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a sample video where I'm going to film myself with the lights on and see how it goes. If I need more lighting, I can take these down real easy because they're kind of just sitting at the top of the chalkboard. So I can take those down and put those in there for some extra lighting. I do have a grow light in there too, and I'm going to leave that plugged up, and 2 other lights. But the room, I had some leftover chocolate brown paint from the living room where we had done some trim. So I actually painted the room that chocolate brown. So it's really dark, but it's just a utility room.
right?
But yeah, that kind of makes it dark for filming because it's actually brown.
Well, I'm putting out a little short St. Patrick's Day video. I think it's coming out March 2nd. And I have 1/4 of my living room that's dark. So I'm using that flashlight on there so you can actually see what's in the corner. So that'll give you an idea. Katadin is putting out a video for me for one of my collabs tomorrow. So that's wonderful. Thank you for joining in. I really do appreciate that. And I will try to keep an eye out for it and get you on the playlist as well. I'm super, super excited about all these open collaboration challenges and things like that because it gives every channel an opportunity to shine and showcase their channel and gain new friends and help other channels too. So a lot of times when you join
collaborations, I meet new small channels. And that's why the main reason I do Fall Fest is actually not for me. I do it because the little channels, 100 to 300 size channels, they grow the most from these types of collaborations. So if you're looking to make your channel bigger, no matter if you're 50 people or 5,000 people, especially if it's your first year, you're going to grow from the Fall Fest collaboration.
Yeah,
especially your first year.
The Fall Fest collaboration, I told her I want to be in it every year because I grow my channel. Plus, it's so much fun. I have Paula the pumpkin sitter that my friend made me, and she is showcased during those things, and everybody loves that. And that was another thing I want to tell you, the channels, small channels. Find you an object that you can showcase during your videos. I'll show you one right quick. Hang on just a minute. Let me go grab it.
That's a cool idea. I've heard of other people doing that before. I actually added a sticker board back behind me, and I just got like a piece of paper and I stuck the stickers, then I laminated it. So it's actually two-sided. I can turn it over. You can see Lazy Days Ahead, Bushcraft Family, Broken Hearts Ministry. Then I have Luann's Kitchen there. So that's a little sticker board back behind me.
Well, this is Patches. Patches is a gingerbread man.
Cool.
And this for March, we have him. I haven't named him yet, but I can also bring him out at Christmas as well. He's handmade. He's a vintage little elf or pixie, and he's a little shelf sitter.
He's a leprechaun.
Yeah, right now he's a leprechaun. And then this is a crocheted lamb that I picked up, and it's very old, and this would be great for Easter. And then I also have a rabbit in a magic hat. His name is Mr. Skittles. So I have several different ones that I can use with different videos. Hey, Alfonso, welcome in.
Hello, hello. Yeah, I try to put props. Like if I'm doing a cooking video and you could see all the way to the counter that's right next to me, I'll put something right there in front of the coffee pot, way in the distance, because you don't think people are looking, but they are. Sometimes I'll put my gnomes, like I have different holiday gnomes, usually 3s, because that's what fits on the shelf in there really easily.
I'm going to turn my camera real quick so y'all can see. This is what I have set up. Of course, I've taken my little fella out of the bowl, but he's been sitting in the little bowl you see back there. And that's just a prop, but I'm having so much fun with this. My husband came home one day. He said, "What in the world?"
This door right here as a background. As you can see, I didn't take my Valentine down yet. I need to take it down and put something for Easter there.
Yeah. So find something that people can look at, because that was one of the things about when I was working with the children's church. If I held something in my hand and I'm quoting scriptures to them and I put this away and I asked them to tell me what I said, they tell me every word I said, but they've been watching this, whatever it is in my hand. So that's one of the reasons I'm bringing props in on my channel. And I think it's great. And Valentine's, I've had my house decorated in Valentine's for the whole month of February. I just took this down recently to set it up.
I need to take mine down really badly. I have Easter. I ordered some brand new, or I'm going to order some. I have an Amazon wish list, and I'm going to order some new Easter pillow covers for my living room. My sister started us on this by giving us a couple of pillow covers at fall. So my mom took 2 and I took 2. And then I went ahead and ordered another set of 4 to go with it, because I actually have 6 pillows in my living room. So now I'm on this kick of having pillow covers for every season. So I think I'm placing my order today for the Amazon wish list. And I did order a really cool gardening thing this year. It's that, the compost tumbler?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to order one of those, I think.
I used to have one when we lived down in Memphis. And when we moved up here, my husband sold it at a yard sale.
Oh.
And I told him, I said, we need to bring that with us, but we were trying to keep everything down to a minimal. We still had a truckloads of stuff.
It's on my list if I don't pull it out at the last minute, but right now it's on my list. Also, those really cool seed packages that the Vineyard Chick sent out with all our seeds in them. I found those on Amazon. I was looking for something else, and I came across those exact little envelopes that they had their seeds in. I was like, oh, I got to have those. So I ordered myself a set of those. I'll probably use it more like at the end of the season and I do some seed saving, I'll package some up. Or if I take some seeds to the Ozark meetup, I might put them in that. But I am going to the Ozark meetup in Missouri, and it is Simply Jan Homestead and Backwoods Misfits. YouTube meetup that they're having in May. So
Uh,
that was my third meetup ever.
Tina, I was talking about using props in some of your videos, especially like seasonal things. I have a gingerbread man. I have a lamb, crocheted lamb. I have a little elf or a pixie that I can use at Christmas time and for St. Patrick's Day. And I also I have a magic rabbit in a hat that I used with the children's church that I plan on bringing out for Easter. So y'all be seeing some of that probably on my lives, but maybe in another video. And it's a good way to draw people in because if you change just one thing in your background, people notice. They take notice. So
it makes it interesting. That's why I kind of have this door. Sometimes I'll sit a little further that way in front of the door.
Yeah.
And I'll put things on the door. That's like my decoration. It's got the little chicken and the little pig. I think it's a pig. No, it's a cow. Anyway, so sometimes
you
I'll
have a
sit
pig.
a
You have a pig up there as well. The Good Times banner back here. That was a gift from Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. And I figured I would pull that out because it's almost Easter, and I can just change everything else behind it out.
I noticed it because it was something different that you don't usually have there. I totally noticed it.
Right. And so that's going to draw your viewers in.
Yeah, like this is the sticker board that I made. That's actually new for this year. I just started that. It was just the chalkboard.
Yeah.
It actually has a decoration at the top of the chalkboard there, like a chicken.
Yeah.
So anyway, changing things up. I'll probably change things up again for Easter. And next time I do a live, I might be sitting over here. Once I get a new Easter wreath or something up there.
Living my best life at 60. Welcome in.
And I believe her first name is Echo. Or she goes by Echo.
Thank you, because I couldn't remember. I have brain farts on top of everything else.
I've been following her for a couple of months. I actually found her through her husband/boyfriend. Something about guru and baseball cards. That's the only part of the channel name I can remember.
Yeah.
I just find people. I found her through him. And I'm friends with all kinds of channels. If you come into my lives, you'll see a random conglomeration of many different genres.
Well, what got me started on this kick with the props was Guru and Wahoo the Turtle. And I need to go check him out again. I haven't seen him in a while. I know he got married and then I don't know what happened. I haven't seen his channel pop up. So I don't know if he's still putting videos out and I'm just not getting, it coming through my feed.
I don't know. He might do a live kind of early and I might not be up. I was actually up early this morning, but I did the gardening. Not gardening. I didn't do any gardening. It's cold. I just fed the chickens and came back in because I didn't have enough jacket on. And I was like, ooh, and I went and ran some errands and I added another jacket to that. It's actually it was warm yesterday and today it's breezy.
Awesome.
So
I know
weather is unpredictable right now.
Well, they got wildfires going on upstate Texas. I saw that the other day. I was like, what?
I've had some wind, maybe something about the wind. Yesterday it was cloudy, but I went out there and did some gardening. I came in and did some things and I went back out and did some more gardening.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll get any gardening done today, but one thing I am going to do for gardening, I'm going to go to Walmart and buy some cheap potting soil because I'm so tired of lugging dirt. I'm going to buy some dirt. What I do is I put it in my back seat. And then when I get home, I just throw a couple of bags over at a time. And I'll just go ahead and use those bags because you cannot leave potting soil on the ground or it will be full of ants in like literally a day or two. If you put it out, you got to go ahead and put it in something because those ants will be in there. You'll go to dig out of it and your whole hand will be just lit up with ant bites. I did that a couple of different years. And finally, I'm like, no more leaving your potting soil bags on the ground. You can leave cow manure on the ground. They won't mess with that, but they will mess with that potting soil. And then you cannot stick your hand in there. There's
Welcome
actually
in.
a potting soil bag from last year on the ground. Once I saw the ants, I never picked it up again. I just still laying there open. I'm like, they might still be in there, and I'm just.
You got to take boiling hot water to kill them.
Yeah.
Okay. Guru is now Yoda. Oh, he's your man. Okay. I was trying to figure that out.
Yeah, they're a couple. Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'll go over and check out Yoda. I got it written down, by the way.
Changed his channel down. Maybe that's why I didn't know who it was, because if he changed his channel name.
Yeah, sometimes
I went in here and it happened to be her birthday. Then I went from his live to her live. Sometimes I go into random channels and I find really cool people that way.
Yeah, make sure that you use really hot water because you want to kill them off, or you want to bake it because it's full of bugs that'll eat your plants too. So you want to be careful with that soil.
I actually thought about just adding a little bit more dirt on top of it and just planting something there. I'm like, I don't want to move that bag now. I'm terrified. And I'm afraid if I pour boiling hot water on it, I'll do something bad to the soil.
No, you're not going to kill that soil. You won't kill the soil. No, you're going to kill the insects in it.
I've had 2 people say recently, and I don't know what to believe. You know, because when you hear gardening and then you hear one thing and then you hear the opposite. I've heard it twice lately. If you pour, because I'm like, oh, I just pour boiling water over it. As long as I don't have any current plants in there, it's fine. They're like, yeah, but you're killing the microbes. I'm like,
well, you do a little bit of sterilization when you do that, but because you're amending your soil anyway, it's not really going to make that much difference. We had a question about, do scarecrows really work? Well, they gather the scarecrows. I know that. I see them sitting on the post all the time. But anything that moves, I've seen people tie plastic bags onto the T-post around their garden area, pie plates, old CDs, anything like that moves, and CDs and the pie plates especially, because it's going to light up when they look at it. It will scare critters away. Those little whirly bird things, that we play pinwheel, whatever you want to call them, that we used to blow on when we were kids,
Oh, yeah, I have some of those.
You can plant those around your garden.
I have 2 of those, the kind you put in your garden. They're from last year. They survived the whole season. One of the little fan bladey things came off, and I just put it back in there, and it's working fine. So I have one orange one and one blue one.
Yeah, anything that moves.
If I see those, I'm going to buy some more, because it's like one of those. I try to make my garden as pleasing to look at as possible, so people will come in my garden and be like, what has she got going on there? I move things around and I try to put bright colored, cool, gnomes and pinwheels and bright colored raised beds and all kinds of stuff, just to kind of make the videos more interesting.
Hey, Luann, that's Blackberry Rock Homestead just walked in the door, and Yoda's here. Hey, Guru.
Hello.
I'm going to come check out your new channel, Guru, because I didn't know you had changed your name. You can drop your link. It's the word Hillbilly. Please drop your link. We got a lot of newbies in here today. And y'all can always connect here. You're always welcome to connect here. We've been talking about open collaborations that are going on year long, and a few of them that are scattered through. If you didn't catch the whole show, you may want to go back and rewatch it. But we've got several open collaborations that we are trying to gather people with a spirit of helping other channels grow and helping themselves to grow, to join in on. So if you're interested in that, you can email me at onetiggeroo, the number 1, at gmail.com. I dropped it up earlier in the thing. I guess I could drop it again and try to pin it this time.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm glad to see the chat's moving along. That's really wonderful.
It's awesome.
And
I
we
did
like,
share it out before we started the live. I shared it out just to see if maybe a few of my people would come over here. So I don't know if any did, but maybe. Oh, I think there was the one earlier that you didn't know. Of course, we
right,
probably have some of the same friends, homesteaders, gardeners, tuber chat people.
right. I'd love to get Kevin with Tuber Chat on here one day
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, I've asked him
and pick
before
his
too.
brain.
Yeah, I know one thing is I believe you have to be a member of his channel
Yeah.
for him to come on, and he has to have time. So you have to have those two things, because
Yeah. I'm a member of of both his channels. I don't always get to watch them, but um,
yeah, I haven't. Last time I went into Tuber Chat, said hi to some people, but I was in the middle of cooking dinner. I didn't have time to. Um, I just didn't have time to connect with anyone. I just said hi to a few people and let it play while I was cooking. I just listened to him. My husband knows, oh, Tuber Chat, he knows who they are,
yeah.
because sometimes I'll be in here working, I'll have my laptop and my phone, and I'll literally sit there and work for half an hour to an hour. I've even probably done longer, but usually after an hour, I'm like, okay, I'm done.
I want to welcome in Mark with Corner Clubhouse Cobalt. I'm saying
Hey,
it right, Mark, for a change. I usually flub up the cobalt part. I'm just, my brain does not connect
yeah.
sometimes. And I just have a hard time. AR, I want you to drop the word hillbilly so people can connect with you. We're going to showcase your channel today. So make sure you drop that link.
Yeah, I'll have to make sure I'm connected as well.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He does a lot of things on his channel that YouTube does not approve of sometimes. So he has to be
Fun.
cautious about how he's
We love
growing.
that. We love people that are controversial. I mean, I don't want to be that person, but I like to watch those people.
Yeah.
I happened to come across a Dr. Phil clip on YouTube today where he went on The View and a couple of other shows and was talking completely opposite view of what they're talking about on the news, and they were all kinds of mad at him. But
Right.
I actually agreed with a lot of what he was saying, and I was like, wow, go Dr. Phil.
That's crazy. That's what gets me. The TV personalities can get away with it, but we can't.
Well, if I did it, whew.
Yeah, but we can't because we get put in YouTube jail or kicked off or whatever. And so
Yeah.
I had to back away from, because for a while there I was talking about some controversial news media that you don't hear.
I noticed that. I was
And I
kind of
had to
worried
back off
I
of
was
it.
kind of worried for you. I was like, oh no. I was a little bit, I like to hear it, but I was kind of worried about it. I was like,
Yeah.
eh.
So
I
what
hit
I'm
some of
doing,
those subjects like a couple of years ago, and they literally took down a whole entire video of mine because I hit a subject that they didn't want me talking
yeah.
about,
So what
which
I do
means I
now,
probably was dead on. That's probably what that means. I was probably dead on with what I was saying.
exactly. So now what I do is I just post the articles on my Telegram channel. And that
Mhm.
way, Telegram is part of um, Twitter. I think it's part of Twitter, or it was. But so far, they haven't taken anything down. So, and
Yeah,
there's a
Facebook
lot of
used to take my
controversy
stuff
out
down.
there. And I don't
Facebook
like,
used to take my stuff down, but I don't post anything controversial on there. I stopped my personal Facebook, and now I have basically 2,500 strangers, mostly women, because the men are always sending me weird stuff. Some of the girls too, but mostly the men. And the only men I have on there are family or people I can really trust, as far as the men go. But I've had to delete some of the women too.
right,
But it's a good place that I can go, and like if I want to share one of Susan's videos on Facebook, I can share it to 2 or 3 thousand women that might not be connected with her. They could click on her video and she might end up with a new friend or an extra view or whatever. So
right.
I use it for a place to share. And I don't put any names. I post family pictures, but I don't put any names with it. I just say, mother-in-law, sister, hubby, daughter,
Yeah,
brother. I don't say anybody's first name on there. I try
I
to keep
I
it
try not.
neutral.
I'm trying really hard not to do that on Instagram because I have both my daughters and my husband on there, and some other family members. So I try not to say "Hey, cuz" or anything like that.
That's why my husband used to have his personal name for his YouTube. And I said, and he got a little bit upset. And I said, baby, it's for my protection. If they find you, they find me.
Yeah,
That's why I have a P.O. box for protection. It's for my protection. So I can get mail. I also use it for couponing stuff without anything. So, and I not, sometimes I'll send out an address label with my last name, but I only do that to people I really trust. So if you get one with my last name, that means I trust you pretty good. I know you pretty well.
right.
If you get one with Gail Southern Living, maybe I don't know you that well. Or sometimes I just write it out. Sometimes I print labels, but I don't always have the money to do that. So
Yeah,
I have this cool label maker my husband just bought me, but he's going to have to help me figure out how to use it.
yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Well, when I very first started watching YouTube, I was watching the Prepper Princess, and she had people show up at her front door, you know.
Yeah.
So I was a little nervous about it. So I tried to protect myself. And, you know, one
I
of
think.
my brother's friends who was on here on YouTube has a channel. Some of you probably even know him, just kept putting personal information in my comments. And after literally 2 years, I emailed and I said, hey, this is why, let me explain, this is why it's for my protection. As a woman, I have to be more careful. And so after that, he stopped doing it or whatever. But it was like, dude, stop it.
Right.
Just because you know personal things about me doesn't mean you need to be stating it in my comment section.
Yeah, and you have to be very, very careful. I mean, I was out there on Facebook for a long time. Everybody knew me, and I would get things posted about me, true or not, people would believe anything that they put out. And it would start a great big argument and stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I finally had enough when YouTube shut down my personal pages and my personal business page
Mm-hmm.
over a comment that I made, a political comment that I made that was true, but they didn't want it out there.
Mm-hmm.
And so they shut it down, but they didn't shut me down. I
Had some
shut me down.
controversial subjects. I decided it wasn't worth it to have a chance of having my channel shut down because I don't have a job. This is literally my job. This is where I hang out with my friends, but it's also my job, you know. And I actually watched, someone sent me a video of Prepper Princess where the title is Get a Job. And she went through all her hours and what she does on YouTube. And literally, we spend as much time on YouTube as people do on a real job. So stop telling us to get a job. It is a job.
That was me that sent that out. I sent that out. I put it
Was
out
it
on
you
my
that said
community
that?
page.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I can't remember who sent it to me, but I was like, this is our job. This is
Yeah.
our
And
job.
people don't realize it, that we put in a lot of time. I may not be on,
Do.
but for a few minutes for my
You know
video.
what I noticed about her video, though? She didn't say that she watched videos.
Yeah. I do
But
watch.
we do. In
We
our
do.
community, part of my time is watching people's videos. For every video I watch, I put another one in my watch later list. So that when I'm not only, when I go to Susan, I'm not only watching one, I'm watching two. Only one gets a comment, but she gets 2 views. That way it doubles my time, you
Right.
know.
And I do. See, I'll go through my list every week, y'all. This big long page of people. I go through that list and you may get one comment. You may not get any comments. I try to like at least one video if I can't comment, but you do get several videos. Most of you do. Not always, because some channels don't put out but one video a week or one video a month. But I try to do that so that everybody can get some view time, some watch hour
Some of
time,
those
view
people, I'll
time.
go back to a year or 2 years ago and watch something older for those people that only put out one video a week.
Yeah.
I'll go back. Like Lori's World supports me a lot and she's a member. So if she doesn't have anything current, I'll go to 2 years ago and watch something.
Katadin, I am monetized, but I have not got paid yet because for some reason my bank and the company that handles Google's expenses don't jive. So I've got to go down to my bank and get it set up again because I have yet to get a paycheck.
No.
I am a Christian. Doesn't mean you don't have to get paid for what you're doing. But I don't write books about Christianity or the Bible or things like that because I believe God's word is free to us and we need to give that freely.
Yeah. I'm not ashamed of making money on YouTube because I don't have a job. And my purpose for this is really spending money because hubby makes enough to pay the bills. So my YouTube money is my spending money.
Right.
And then on my ministry channel, if I get that channel monetized, that actually is going to be completely ministry money. That's not going to be mine. And I'll just put out a video and show you guys, hey, this is what I bought with the YouTube money for the ministry.
Yeah, it just, everybody has their own idea of what they want to do with YouTube. A lot of people are not monetized because of personal reasons. YouTube should not affect your disability. However, I'm one of the lucky ones that got the letter from Social Security saying that I owe money back to them because we make too much money. And they're going back like 3 years. Well, for the last 3 years, they have done a yearly review with me and never once said anything about being over the limit or anything like that. So there's that. Mm-hmm. I was one of the smart ones. I went immediately and got a lawyer involved.
Good for you.
So that's my big prayer request is I'm at the age I was getting ready to file for full Social Security because I'm on SSI. So I was going to file for full Social Security. Now I got to wait this out before I can file for full Social Security. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on in the world. It's just crazy. And, I told my husband, I said, they can put me in jail for all I care. I'm still going to be who I am. I'm still going to say who I am. I'm still going to promote Jesus, but we have to be who we are. We cannot allow the government or anybody else to dictate to us who we are. And I may get taken down just for saying that. But, it's my parents raised me to be very independent. And I am, even in my marriage, even though I am under my husband, according, Christ, husband, wife, yes. I am still very, very independent. And he appreciates that in me. We complement each other. A lot of times we argue and fight. That's part of marriage. We have a partnership with YouTube or Google because Google owns YouTube. So we have a partnership with Google. And so we have to go by their guidelines. So we have to watch what we say. And you'll hear me say things like kabovo and certain words to not hit their algorithms so that I get knocked down. So you'll hear things like that. The videos, the Bible study videos that I do, Katadin does not get as many views. They never will because Christ tells us that we are the enemy of the world. Mm-hmm. But we keep putting it out there because somebody is seeking. I saw the other day where an atheist, it was actually on Instagram, he gave his testimony that he wanted so bad a flaw in the Bible that he started reading the whole Bible. And he read it through and by the time he got finished, he realized who Jesus was and that the Bible was true. He began to look at the history and compare it to the Bible. So he found out it was the truth.
Yep.
Muslims are coming to Christ. Jews are coming to Christ. They're having dreams and visions because we're praying for that. You know, we don't always have to be right in front of them telling them what the Bible says. We can pray that God will send Jesus to them in dreams and visions. And I'm seeing that. We can pray for somebody that is addicted to drugs, alcohol, smoking, a number of things. Not every single one for them.
I pray for God to put people in my life who need Christ. And literally, it turned out one of those people he put in my life was a family member.
Right.
And I know that I need to be the positive Christian that I should be in front of that person to show them that, you know, being a Christian is better. Because if I'm always walking around complaining about everything and talking down to others and gossiping all the time, that person's not going to look at me and want to be a Christian. So I have to be the light on YouTube and in my ministry and all over the place. I have to be that. I have to be the light. I will help anybody. I will give my number to any female on YouTube that needs help. And I don't give my number to men because I don't want my husband to worry about me. And, you know, but any female on YouTube that needs help, I will help them.
Yeah. We're to be the light on the hillside. And that's what Christ has called us to do. We are to share what he's done for us so that people can see that he's real. And that's why I do what I do. Y'all will hear me give you testimony after testimony throughout my videos, not just on my devotional videos, but in any video, I will tell you what Christ has done for me. Or if you don't know Christ, you need to know him today. Or be blessed. That's my thing at the end of my videos is be blessed. I don't want to put a cursing on anyone. We can curse ourselves. Satan puts that thought in our mind where we curse ourselves. We don't need to do that. So to be positive and be an influence to somebody else, that's going to open the door and open their hearts up to receive whatever you're going to offer. And that's what I try to do.
You know, when I get paid from YouTube, I usually end up buying something for the ministry every time. So, you know, even this money for Gail's Southern Living, some of that goes into the ministry too, because the other channel isn't monetized yet. So I have to keep it going. I have to have toiletries. I have to have food. I have to have all the stuff that I need for them to be ready because we're about to go out again to do the ministry again. So I actually went to Dollar Tree earlier and picked up some things that I need. So to be able to fill up more bags.
Thank you for coming in, Ann Haynes. We appreciate you being here. Hope you come back. And Wilma, we're your friends. I will be a friend to anybody. And yes, you can always reach out to me on my email. I do respond to my emails unless I get flooded and I don't see it. I will respond to every email that I receive. And so we're your friends. You can always come to us and it's kept between the two of us. I don't go out and I don't gossip to anybody. I've always been like that. I try to be a friend to everybody. That's why I call y'all friends. When you come to my channel, you are a friend. And I try to be that way. Now, there are people out there that have known me for years that have come on my channel and try to start trouble, and I had to block them because what they were putting out was not truth, and they were narcissistic, and they were trying to get me to respond, and I was not going to respond. That's another issue on YouTube. Do not respond to those people that come to your channel and brag on you. There's no sense in it because if they're narcissistic, they're going to keep coming back. So what you want to
harping on it, man. It's just going to bring you down, which is what they want to do. Usually, the ones that are mean to you either have a really hard life or they're jealous of something going on in your life. So I was on a big channel's live. Right after the live finished, I received a nasty email from someone I know on YouTube. Some of you probably know as well. Just saying mean stuff. I read it to my mom. I talked to her about it, and she said, I think that person was jealous. I think that was a jealousy thing. So I'm just kind of distancing myself from that person because I don't want that kind of
Yeah.
energy in my life.
And, there are people out there.
I'm not a perfect person. I never claim to be. Every
Yeah.
single video, I make a mistake, and I will keep making them because that's just my way. I'm sorry, I'm not perfect.
I'm not perfect either, and I make mistakes in every single video. And who started me on this road to becoming a YouTuber was Homestead Tessie. Homestead Tessie is down to earth. She is imperfect, but she
have that in
puts
common.
her heart and soul into everything she does. And I thought, well, I have something that I can offer people, and maybe what I'm doing on my videos will help somebody along the way. That was my whole purpose of doing this, and to share Christ. I want to share Christ because that's who I am.
Okay.
So, don't comment back to them. Just ignore them. If they keep commenting, you can block them.
The bigger your channel gets, the more backlash you're going to get.
Yeah. And even negative comments is a comment. So you can just scroll past it. You don't even have to heart it or anything.
If I don't mind the comment, I will leave it there and just go on. Or sometimes I'll just hit the heart to make it go away.
Yeah.
Depending on how bad the comment is. Sometimes if I think it's negative and I don't want other people to see it, I've removed it. I reported it. Every time, depending on what it is that said, I respond differently.
Yeah. You have to guard your channel, but that's the best way that I know to guard your channel. I've been on the internet since day one when the internet was brand new. And I can tell you over the years, I have come across some really weirdos out there, and they will wear you down if you get involved in it. So don't do it. Just, simply, put a stop to it. You're not going to do that. And the reason I do say that and do that is because every time somebody attacks me or Gail, they're attacking Christ because it's Christ in us. They don't like the Christ in us. And so that's why they're attacking us. That person
who sent that email is not a Christian person.
And see,
and I think
that's when we just
know that.
That's when we go to our prayer closet and we pray for that person.
They do need prayer.
Yeah. And you may be the only one in the world that's praying for them.
Oh, you know what? Here's the thing. I asked my mom what to do, and my mom said, don't respond.
Yeah.
So I didn't say anything. It's just out there in Neverland. So when that person came into my live, I wonder what they're thinking. I didn't respond to their email. Maybe they know they said something rude or something mean. But every time I turn around, that exact same person is criticizing me. Every time. It's almost like they don't say anything nice. I don't even know what you like about me because all you ever do is criticize me. That's what I'm thinking.
Awesome, AR. He's got 18 new ones.
Awesome.
Y'all, honestly, YouTube is a tool for us to reach other people. And that's what we're using it for, to reach other people. Because during KJV, social distancing and all that mess, and people couldn't connect. As a matter of fact, I caught KJV right after I started my channel, so I know that it was old Slewfoot trying to throw a monkey wrench into everything.
Yeah,
and I did.
Class of 2020. I did my channel August of 2020. So this year will be 4 years on. This August will be 4 years on YouTube.
Wow. Congratulations. I've been on here for 2. Somewhere around 2 years.
That date and do a live 4-year anniversary. Won't that be interesting?
Yeah, I'll have to look back and see when I first posted the video. I thought I wrote it down somewhere, but I guess I didn't. You don't always think about everything that you need to be doing.
Yeah, I go by the date on my about page, which I think is when I started my videos. Is then, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've had a really good conversation. We're coming up on the 1 hour and 30-minute mark. I've kept you for a long time, Gail. I do
It's
want to
okay.
get out.
It's fun.
Yeah, I do want to do a devotional with everybody and go through some quotes and a little bit of a trivia, if you don't mind. If you want to hang out.
Problem. I apologize for getting negative. That's just kind of close to my heart what happened to me recently. I'm sorry. I was like, I shouldn't have said that, but
No,
it's
no.
just,
We have to talk about those things. And, I'm
yeah.
open to talking about a lot of things on here. I'm not open about people cursing, and I don't like people coming on here with sexual innuendos. So, and if you come on my live, if you ever come up on panel, I have to see your face because I had somebody showing me body parts that I will never unsee.
Oh yeah, that happened to me. They didn't come up on here, but they were in the backstage.
Yeah.
And then I showed something, and then I just kicked them out. And then Nancy from Our Treasured Home was up. She didn't see anything, but I came back up and my face was bright red, and I laughed and I told her the story. Mostly we laughed, but it was so embarrassing.
Well, we're
But I didn't
closing.
have to pull the live down because nobody saw anything.
Right. We're closing out the month of love. We're fixing to go into March, which comes in as a lion and leaves as a lamb. So I want to finish out some quotes, and then we'll do a little bit of trivia. I only have a few pages. True love, an old farmhouse, a garden, good friends, too many animals, and happy kids. Time to read and time to look at the stars. That's what I want. It might sound boring to some. It sounds perfect to me, Brooke Hampton. And that fit me perfectly. I love to look at the stars. My husband yells at me because I walk with a cane. I'm out there with a cane looking up at the stars. I don't think people realize how much strength it takes to pull yourself out of a dark place mentally. So if you're done that today or any day, I'm so proud of you. Great quote, and it is so true and from the heart. Satan can't curse you, but he understands that life and death are in your tongue. So his strategy is to get you to curse you. And he does that by planting thoughts in your mind and convincing you to say them out of your mouth. As soon as you say that thought from Satan out of your mouth, he didn't curse you. You cursed yourself. The most understated medical tools: fasting, sunlight, sleep, nature, real food, exercise, heat and cold, salt, magnesium, earthing, meditation, and laughter. And earthing would be actually getting outside barefoot or getting your hands in the dirt. Earthing.
Oh, I love garden therapy. That's my favorite kind, garden therapy. I
Yeah.
crave it this time of year. I'm like, I've spent all winter indoors cooking and making videos. I'm ready to get outside and play in the dirt.
Because the microbes and stuff in the dirt are actually beneficial to us. That's why it's so important to do that. Meditation would be prayer. Talking to God. Yep. Johnny Cash said this: I have tried drugs and a little of everything else, and there is nothing in the world more soul satisfying than God. It takes a real man to live for God a lot more than to live for the devil. Everything I have and everything I do is now given completely to Jesus Christ. He is the only way to heaven. Boy, was that a mouthful. And he was such a godly man. I remember my dad and my mom talking about his drug addictions and how bad it was for him. He was really almost at death's door when he met his second wife, even though he was still married to the first wife. The first wife wasn't having anything to do with him. I'm not going to be judgmental about him because he came to Christ, and we shouldn't be judgmental anyway. But he's one of the few country singers I like to listen to still today.
Who was that again?
Johnny Cash.
Oh, Johnny Cash. Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
soon.
I don't know how much of it was true, but
yeah, most of it was true. It was pretty much close to how they lived. Very soon you'll smile and say, God, this is more than I prayed for. Thank you. Isn't that something? Mm-hmm. God is so wonderful to us. I've been overlooked, doubted, forgotten, left out, gave up on, and despite all of that, I have never let any of it stop me. Thank you, Katadine. I appreciate that. You did not have to do that, but boy, that was such a blessing. Thank you so much, my friend.
Aw, sweet. Super chat.
Yep. Overthinking will steal your peace. Give it to God and get some rest. It's hard for us to let go when we're in that spot where we're thinking those thoughts, but it is so important that we do give it to God, because all of our problems belong to Him anyway. And He's already worked it out. We just have to trust Him on it. Sure. I'm a very observant person. So if you think I didn't notice, I did. I just decided to keep quiet. This goes along with, people that come to your channel and leave rude comments and stuff. Keep quiet. There's a lot of things I see on YouTube or on Instagram. I just scroll past. I'm not going to say a comment. I might say a prayer, but I'm not going to say a comment out loud. Franz Kafka said, don't bend, don't water it down, don't try to make it logical, don't edit your own soul according to fashion. Rather, follow your most intense obsessions mercilessly. I can't hardly say that word.
But say sometimes mercilessly.
Yeah, mercilessly. Don't bend and don't water it down. Just be you. Family isn't always blood. It's the people in your life who want you to be in theirs. The ones that accept you for who you are, the ones who would do anything to see you smile, and who love you no matter what. Oh, thank you, Katadine. Oh my goodness, we got 5 gifted memberships.
I would consider some of my YouTube friends my family. She gifted some memberships.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Such a blessing, Robin. That's so sweet.
Yes, thank you. Let me get back over to my live. I'm waiting for this thing to pop back over. We'll find out who they are when they come up. Oh, let's see. God reduced your circle because He heard the conversations about you that you didn't hear. Ooh, so if your circle is getting smaller, just know that God has removed those people from you. Thank you so much.
Let me interject for a second, Susan. I thought of something when you were talking. So when you're about to go somewhere and you're in a really big hurry and something throws you off and you don't get to go that place quick enough, and you have to look for your keys or your checkbook or your debit card, God may be slowing you down to keep you out of an accident or something that might have happened. So even the things that happen to you that you think I'm having a bad day, that's God protecting you. God stopped to protect you, and you just didn't know it. So now when those things happen to me, I said, thank you, God, because I know He's protecting me from something. And those things both happened to me lately. I lost my keys and my debit card lately. I'm like, man, I'm having a day. But He was trying to slow me down for a reason, and I'm just going to trust Him on that.
Well, it looks like Storyteller Donnie and Katadine Mountain Mama Homestead are both members. And we'll see who the rest of them are when they come in, I guess. I don't get to choose. She doesn't get to choose. YouTube randomly picks who gets those memberships. So thank you very much. That was a very nice blessing. Now we're going to do some leap year fun facts and trivia because tomorrow is leap day. Julius Caesar introduced the first leap year calendar in what year? Was it 37 BC, 46 BC, or 48 BC? Anybody know? Give you a minute to guess. Julius Caesar introduced the first leap year calendar in what year? 37 BC, 46 BC, or 48 BC? Oh, it's snowing in Michigan. Hey, Marketplace Boutique, welcome in.
Wow, we didn't get any snow this year.
We got a little bit. I forget how many inches we got. We usually get ice, so
Yeah,
snow is a
we
little
usually
bit
get
different.
something like that too. 48 BC seems to be the most common answer.
It's actually 46 BC. Leap year babies are called leapers and leaplings. You'd get a special name if your birthday only comes around every 2 years, 7 years, or 4 years. Everybody should get this one.
So they stay younger than everybody else, always.
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 Leap year babies are called leapers and leaplings. You should get a special name too if your birthday only comes around every 2 years, 7 years, or 4 years. And Wilma, to you one, got it. It's 4 years. Every 4 years we have leap year. February 29th has traditionally been a day in which women are allowed to propose to men, wear pants, or drive a car. February 29th has traditionally been a day on which women are allowed to propose to men, wear pants, or drive a car.
Well, other than the proposing to men, I think we've been doing the other two things for a while.
Gail gets that one. It's
Oh, I'm
proposed to
sorry.
men.
I wasn't trying to answer. I was like, we do all that. We do that stuff.
Yeah, well, it was kind of a fun question. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Leap year, doom year is a saying. Leap year, doom year is a saying from France, Italy, or Germany. Leap year, doom year is a saying from France, Italy, or Germany. Anybody got a guess? It's not Germany, so we can put that one out. So it's France or Italy, folks. That's okay, Kat at the end. We want to know about I don't mind that on this channel. If you want to post that, that's perfectly okay. I really don't mind that. It's not Germany, it is Italy, y'all. Leap year, doom year is a saying from Italy. What country does warn against planning weddings during leap years? Scotland, Ireland, or Greece? What country does warn against planning weddings during leap years? Scotland, Ireland, or Greece?
I have a guess in my mind, but I'm not saying it out loud.
It's not Ireland. It's not Ireland. So what country does warn against planning weddings during leap years? Scotland or Greece? Hey, creative butterfly, beauty butterfly. I'm going to have to go and find out who all my 5 new members are.
Yeah, I had 5 given.
It's not
7
Scotland.
given to me on my birthday, and yeah, I went into the YouTube on my phone, hit the members, and it listed them there, so I could do a little shout out thing.
Yeah, Smoky Mountain Blessed got it. It is Greece. So Greece, you don't plan weddings on leap years. February 29th is not really a legal day. Many companies make you choose a valid day for your birthday if it falls on February the 29th. What day do most leapers choose?
Oh, I have a guess on that one too.
What day do you think most leapers choose? I'm not going to give you 3 choices. There's only 2 days around it. Come on, folks.
Yeah, you got a 50-50 shot.
March 1st is one of them. And what's the other one? It's not the 27th. Okay, it's February the 28th and March 1st are the 2 dates. Alfonso got it. There we go.
That's what I would have thought too.
Anyone born on February 29th, leap day, is said to be unlucky in what culture? The English culture, Scottish culture, or French culture? Anyone born on February the 29th, leap day, is said to be unlucky in what culture? English, Scottish, or French? Your fingers hit the wrong number. That's okay. English is not the right answer. So the other 2 answers are Scottish and French. So who's going to get this one? You texted my gifted members. Thank you, Joy. I'll look and see. Okay. I think KP Heathen. Okay, KP Heathen is one. Creative Beauty Butterfly is one. The correct answer is Scottish. Hang on just a minute. Let me write this down. And Jamie's Country Living. Thank you very much for doing that, Joy. So Katadin Mountain Mama, Storybook Donnie, KP Heathen, Creative Beauty Butterfly, and Jamie's Country Living. Awesome. Okay. What is the numerical chance of being born on a leap day? 1 in 1,461, 1 in 3,462, or 1 in a million? What is the numerical chance of being born on a leap day? 1 in 1461, 1 in 3462, or 1 in a million? Hey, Makeup Mom and Son, I hadn't seen you in a while. Thank you for coming in. And I think I announced everybody that came through. I hope I didn't miss anybody, but if I did, forgive me. We've been kind of.
You were going to put the collaborations on Nightbot, or I would have texted or emailed you my new one. I just noticed that when I looked in the chat earlier. It's like, oh, she's putting the collabs in there. That's cool.
Life in the Piedmont got the answer. It is 1 in 1,461. Kata Den picked 1 in a million. I thought a lot of people would pick 1 in a million. I thought that would be kind of funny.
I picked the one in the middle, the 3,000 whatever number that was. That's what my brain was thinking. I don't know why.
How many people are born on leap year in the USA? 350,600, 250,750, or 187,000? How many people are born on leap year in the USA? 350,600, 250,750, or 187,000? Anybody got a guess?
Almost got a guess.
250,750 is not it. So we have 350,600 or 187,000.
Hello, John.
187,000. Life in the Piedmont. Great job. We have one more trivia question. What is the official animal icon of leap year? A giraffe, a frog, or a crocodile? Tina said her grandfather was born on leap year. That's awesome.
I don't know anybody.
What is the official animal icon of leap year? A giraffe, a frog? Oh, we got the answers out there. Wilma to you, home bartending with John, and Rudy all said frog. Leap year and frog.
I thought about that for a second. I was like, and I was like, what do each animal do? And I was like, oh, the frog. Yeah, it's the frog. I did figure it out in my brain too, but I didn't say it out loud this time. I only did that once.
Let the good times roll, friends. Let's have fun and live life fully. I'm going to do our devotional, and it's not a very long one. I'm just going to read the scripture, and we will be closing out in prayer. If you have any prayer requests that needs to be answered, then you can drop it in the chat, and I'll try to catch it, or maybe Gail can remind me of what it is. We're going to be reading out of Psalms 119, verses 97 through 104. That is the MEM, M-E-M. Oh, how love I the law. It is my meditation all the day. Thou, through thy commandments, thou hast made me wiser than my enemies, and they are ever with me, for they are ever with me. I have never understood. I'm having a hard time. I'm going to start this over again. Oh, how love I the law. It is the meditation. It is my meditation all the day. Thou, through thy commandments, hast made me wiser than mine enemies, for they are ever with me. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for thy testimonies are my meditation. I understand more than the ancients, because I keep thy precepts. I have refrained my feet from every evil way, that I might keep thy word. I have not departed from thy judgments, for thou hast taught me. How sweet are thy words unto my taste, yea, sweeter than the honey to my mouth. Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. May we be fully blessed by God's word. Did anybody? Okay.
There's two in the chat. Katad and Mountain Mama Homestead and Makeup Mom and Son.
And AR has gone to the doctor as well. Let me get this written down on my book. So say it was AR's.
Mountain Mama Homestead said pray for our world, and Makeup Mom and Son wanted to pray for her dad for liver cancer.
I hope everybody has enjoyed this live. I have really, really, and truly enjoyed having Gail on board today. What a treat, Gail. We don't get to do this often, so it's really nice to be able to do it.
I usually don't have my makeup on or my hair remotely neat. Sometimes it seems like I'm always dragging my butt on the ground the day that you're doing your live. And I'm like, I kind of look bad right now. You know, when you get to that point of where you ask for people to come on, I'm like, yeah. But anyway, you asked me and I had time to prepare early. And I was like, well, at least I have my hair in a ponytail, so I look halfway decent.
Well, maybe we need to do a no makeup live one day just so everybody can see us as we really are.
Yeah. I think I did a video without makeup one day. I didn't bring attention to it. It was some kind of cooking video or something. So there is one out there somewhere. I feel like I look very pale if I don't put some makeup on my eyes. That's where it shows the most. It's like, oh, Gail is sick today. I can tell. She looks very pale. That's really the main thing. I just look pale.
Well, I look pale a lot. I really do. And even with the makeup on, I kind of look washed out. But If y'all ever see the lupus on me, I have these bright red butterflies. So if I don't put makeup on, it's just really just awful. And I have dark circles under my eyes, and people have thought I have been punched in the face because they're so dark. You can really see it on this eye here.
Allergies, right?
No, it was from them cauterizing my nose, my sinus passages when I was a child, because they did tonsillectomy on me, and I started having a massive blood flow through my nose, and it was black. So they had to get it stopped.
Ouchie.
Yeah, it was bad. And it hurt. I still remember it hurting. I wasn't but about 4 or 5 years old. But that's what they did to me. We also prayed for, at the beginning of this, I wrote it down somewhere. Let me look and see. We prayed for LB's mom, Dolores, and we prayed for Gail's mother-in-law. So let's close out in prayer. I thank you, friends, all of you, for coming through. You are such a blessing to me. You are truly my friends, and I love each and every one of you. I just want to get that said before we close out. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this live today. Thank you for the friends that have come through. Lord, I ask blessings upon each and every one of them as they go about their day. Place a hedge of protection around them and guide and guard and protect them. Father, we have several members that are needing prayers today. We continue to ask for LB's mother, Dolores, and for Gail's mother-in-law for their health and well-being, and to help them through whatever situations that they find themselves in. Be with Elliot as he goes to the doctor today. Be with Makeup Mom. Her dad has liver cancer. Lord, we ask you to touch his body, heal him if it is in your will, Father. But give them peace that surpasses all understanding. Comfort them and help the doctors help him. Lord, the world is in such a mess, and you are the only one that can fix it. We know what your word tells us, and we know that we are living out the days coming up to the tribulation, Father. And we just ask you to protect each and every Christian out there and to bring in the lost and dying to Jesus before it's too late. Also for our world leaders, Father, that we know that you put leaders in place and you remove them. So we're asking you to remove every evil leader and every evil person that is pulling strings to create the chaos that we're living in today, Father. Alfonso, for his job at the ARC store, Father, be with him as he goes to and from work and help him to be the best employee that they have, Father. And for his channel, help it to grow, Father, and help Alfonso to do good content and to draw in the right people. Before I close out, Father, thank you for all that you have done, all that you are doing, and all that you will continue to do for each and every one of us. Bless our channels, Father, and may they glorify you through all of our efforts. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Thank you, friends. Love you.
Thank you for inviting me.
I'm so glad you came, Gail.
It was fun.
It was a lot of
I'll
fun.
hang out with you anytime.
Well, you're always welcome to come back anytime.
All right.